2, 1. What is happening, people? What is happening, people? Let us know if you can hear us. Oh, see, now it pops up on here. That's weird. It's like logo and stuff all popped up like all randomly. There's 2. On my end, it wasn't loading. Here we go. Well,
That's weird.
I can turn it off. There we go. That looks better. What's happening, y'all? Welcome to the Redraft channel. Once again, we like to say this all the time. It's kind of where it all started. If you're coming here from the Dynasty, our Dynasty channel, welcome to our Redraft channel, Fantasyland Football, where a little mustard seed was planted and it grew to be the biggest foundation that you see here today. All love, though. If you haven't, please subscribe. And if you want to join one of our mock drafts, as always, same thing as the Dynasty one, join our Discord. That is in the description below. Click on that. But instead of going to the Dynasty Damn It tab, go to the Redraft and End Season. Click on Redraft Mock Drafts. That's where we'll be posting our redraft link to the link to the Redraft Mock Draft. So all love. I see a couple people in the chat already.
What's up, Mike? Thanks for the like, brother. What's up, High Dollar? What's up, Steven? No worries, bro. I hope you have been having a good day, my guy. So no reason to worry at all.
Ellen was like, "Can I play?" And I was like, "You want to mock?" And I kind of gave her this look, and I was like, "You can, but I don't know, like, how good you're gonna be."
What's up, Steven? Jake, Steph Curry top 10 all time? He's got to be on Mount Rushmore here soon.
Hey, let me ask you this question. I don't know nothing about basketball. Okay, and I said this before to Zach, and I always mess with people. Is Steph Curry better than LeBron? And I don't know. I'm not saying that is. I'm just saying. One of my friends said that he doesn't like when people say, "Oh, Steph Curry is gonna win his 4th ring. He could be better than LeBron because he has a better record in the finals, etc., etc." I know nothing about basketball. I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he's not. I want to know your thought process. Anyways,
yeah, the gradients are gone. That's weird.
yeah, it is, right?
All right, can you show us the draft board?
I'll show you. The draft.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that LeBron is better than Curry, but I understand there's a debate going
once
on.
again, not saying that's the case. I'm just telling you what my friends have told me about it because I know nothing about basketball. Let's go to the draft room.
Curry, I mean, both players have changed the game forever, but I think LeBron is just a different type of player.
Right. Okay.
But no, I would still say LeBron is better than Steph Curry. If you give me both of those players and you say you get to start a team with one of them and they are just fresh into the league as like a rookie, I'm taking LeBron James 10 times out of 10 personally.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna send the link here to join. Again, join our Discord if you guys want to be a part of these. Our Discord is in the link below, but I'll go ahead and paste it in the chat here. And I'm going to go ahead and paste this link here in the Redraft Mock Drafts text channel. Bang, there it goes. Padaki, you haven't joined. Let's see if you get a spot. There we go.
Got him. Ha! I can move around a little bit. No, I'm staying there.
Bill Russell's goated. 7 says it's 7, Zach, like the number. AT says not close, and I don't like LeBron. LeBron, the Sam Howell of basketball. Andrew says no debate. Nathan says Curry won more finals in less years than James, and Curry has done it all on the original team that drafted him. You can see the conversations.
Okay. Once again, nothing about that.
Yeah, it would be the same amount. He hasn't won more finals to him. Can't compare 2 different players and positions. LeBron is a beast, though, ever since coming out of high school. I kind of tend to agree. We don't need to really compare those 2 guys. I think they both bring eliteness at different positions.
Fair.
Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time, no questions. Hard to say greatest point guard of all time because there's so many good point guards, but he is top 5 point guard all time. And then LeBron James. I mean, I would say he's the best small forward of all time.
LeBron James. All right, y'all.
But we're doing a what kind of draft today, Badaki?
Yeah, a PPR mock draft. 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flex, and some bench spots. We're going to round 12 here. 2 flex. Going to round 12, and we'll probably change the clock around round 4, round 5. So let's get this started here, and start this draft. We can just press start draft right there. Wow.
No, it doesn't do that.
Oh, true. It actually doesn't. That's funny.
So let's see what happens here. 1 quarterback redraft mock. Probably go to round 12. Probably won't grade these, ATJ. Not yet.
Got my phone up and charged, boys. If you're looking for a trade, I'm going to look at him right now.
Derrick Henry goes at the 102. Justin Jefferson at the 103. A lot of people have been taking Jefferson over Cooper Kupp in redraft, which is interesting. I can see the thought. I think I still would go Cooper Kupp though.
Okay, I like this trade. Yeah, I'm gonna do this trade because it's 112.
What's up, Kaysen?
Billy on the street.
Oh, looks like a trade just got completed in the Bravo League. Was that you?
Yeah.
All right, so Cooper Kupp's off the board. I want to try a different strategy. I actually have Devontae Adams as my wide receiver 3, so I just want to try something a little bit different here today, based off of what happened with our last mock, and see how my team looks at the end of the day.
Okay. See how it goes.
So Badaki just made a trade in the Bravo League. He got Damian Harris, Devonta Smith, and the 212, and he sent Claypool the 202 and the 112. Billy on the street.
We haven't done our rookie draft yet.
Have not. Billy, it's not in that league.
Billy's been trying to get. He's been. Oh, Najee. Derrick Henry won it. Let me just double. All right, guys. Let me just look at this. Josh Allen, Dalvin. You know what? I'm gonna take Diggs here. I love Diggs.
I just want to try and see what it's like when I start wide receiver heavy.
No, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I traded away. Billy wanted the 110 because I have like 6 first-round picks in this 2022 class, or 5 first-round picks. But I want that 110 and 111, and he finally gave in, and he was like, "All right, let's do the 112." So I'm happy with it, and I want Devonta Smith because I believe in him.
Love it. What's up, Case? And John says the only thing that scares me about Kupp is that literally every team that plays the Rams will have a strategy to take him out of the game. That's true. You would say that by the time the playoffs came around, teams had a strategy as well. It didn't really work out, but to be fair, now they've had an entire year of trying to study that film, which again just shows me another reason why Allen Robinson could be so successful.
And that could be the same said for Justin Jefferson. You know, when he first came in, it was like, okay, well, another year, you're going to see regression. And that was something that we were both saying. We're going to see a massive regression of Justin Jefferson coming in to his second year.
Definitely thought it could happen.
And then he still finished as a top guy and was still breaking records. I think, you know, Cooper Kupp is just, I don't know what they're going to do. And it's kind of hard to stop now Cooper Kupp and Allen Robinson. Yeah. It's going to go back and forth now. So we'll see. One of these guys is going to.
Anybody seen the new Jurassic Park? I want to know. I've heard mixed reports on it. Most people do not like it. Kaysen says CMC says he's feeling good right now. Do you think he'll live up to his word, or is he going to get hurt again? I watched your rankings video, but I don't remember if you said anything about him. I have CMC as my RB3. I have Eckler as my RB2, but You know, is he going to get injured again? I don't know. Like it's almost impossible to really answer. You know, it's not an easy one to really give a good answer to. What do you think, Badaki? Like, do you have any specific opinions on
it? I think he will. I think the only way he can take a step back is if he continues to get injured, and that's literally the only thing that's holding him back, at least in my opinion.
Sure. Yeah.
When he was healthy, even last year, there was no doubt he was going to be RB1 or RB2. I mean, Derrick Henry was leading the way he was doing crazy stuff already early in the season. I think it's tough because 2 years of injuries. Now we put the thing that, you know, the stamp saying injury prone. I don't know what to do or what to think, but I do believe that he can still
Alvin's
be that guy.
Nice. I always try and get Alvin or Fournette. I thought Alvin already went, but Fournette's my 5, Kamara's my 4. Look, if Kamara gets suspended, then obviously I'll have to reassess there, but right now those rankings are based off of him not being suspended. I think he's going to be great this year. But I I really like starting wide receiver this year.
No, yeah, I hear you. We were talking about that in the last one. Let me ask the community a question, or the chat a question. If CMC doesn't get all the workload on the ground, but is still the pass catching back, can he still be a top 5 running back? I feel like
probably.
I feel like that would be hard.
Work through the air.
Exactly. That would be so hard to answer, because it's really half and half for CMC. It was like half on the ground, half in the air. But if he loses, you know, half of that half, you know, 25% of that 50% on the ground, but he's still for sure getting the workload in the air, that's tough.
I think he can, because he got, like, if he truly gets the workload in the air that he's gotten before, then yeah.
And I think that's what I believe that's where they're going. You know,
there is a thought process that he will be used a little bit less. And what does that mean? I mean, it's hard to say. He could be the RB1 this year.
Yeah.
Definitely he could.
Yeah. It's tough.
Herbert says thoughts on Chubb in redraft. Personally, he's kind of someone I want to avoid, honestly. Where did he go here? He went at the 2-4. Yeah, I currently am quite low on Chubb in redraft. I don't think that we're gonna see Deshaun Watson this year. So I actually have Chubb as my running back 16. I know that's quite low, but there's just a lot of other running backs that I would rather take a chance on that I think have higher upsides. He's already got a limited upside with the lack of pass catching anyway. But then if Jacoby Brissett's going to be the starting quarterback all year, that just doesn't really intrigue me all that much. So there's other guys that I would rather take a shot on, like Aaron Jones. How much work is Jones going to get in the air this year?
Exactly.
Like Javonte Williams he's splitting the workload. So is Chubb, but he's in a much better offense. Saquon Barkley, like, no one is competing with him for touches. And if he can stay healthy, let's see what he can do. So Chubb's someone I'm probably going to not have a lot of this year in redraft.
I agree. I think it's just the question marks with this organization, with this team. It's making me not want to move forward with anyone on the Browns, and maybe that is based on recency bias. And I think in a scenario like this, where drafting someone like Nick Chubb, that is, I mean, what is he? He's 26 years old, going to be 27 if or when Deshaun Watson comes back.
Yeah.
Do I want that? Same thing. You can say the same with Amari Cooper. You know, do I want to invest in another guy that another year older if Deshaun Watson comes back at the age 29? I don't think I want to do that, you know?
I get it.
So I agree with Zach there in that point. Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Aaron Jones, James Conner, A.J. Brown, T. Higgins, kicking it. Justin Jefferson. Kicking wing. Yeah, I was looking at it as a kicking it wing. Justin Jefferson, Debo, and AJ Brown. They got 2 teams here going wide receiver heavy. McBuster, Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill, and Jaylen Waddle. So he's getting 2 Miami guys on his team. Very interesting. Got some Fruit Loops.
Just looking through my list. I don't know if is there anything in the chat we can reply to.
ATJ said, I definitely think Foreman is going to eat into the goal line touches and rushing attempts. Yeah, we'll see. I have CNC in 2020 redraft, but he only played 3 games in which he sold on your boy. Yeah, I think everyone was hurt in 2020 and in 2021. Saquon Barkley there at the 3-6. The more I think about the more I think about Saquon Barkley, the more I think he should be in my top 12. I'm really not trying to be biased at all, and that's a truly unbiased statement. If he's healthy and he plays every single game, how can he not be top 12? You know, I keep looking at it. I keep looking at it and saying like, damn, do I want to take Saquon over? Do I want to take James Conner over Saquon?
I'm gonna go Josh Jacobs here.
Okay.
I don't like it. I don't want to have 2 Raiders this early, but I was really hoping Saquon was gonna fall to me. That really screwed my strategy.
Nah, I hear you.
Did you reply to Thomas? I can't remember. Sorry, I was looking at my board.
Thomas. Oh, sorry, Thomas. No, I didn't. Traded Matt Ryan for a 23 second and a 4th. Dynasty 12 player Superflex. I'm not competing this year. Thoughts? If you're not competing,
I'll take a 23 second.
I'll take a 23 second
sure.
for Matt Ryan. Yeah, if you're getting the 23 and the 4th, why not? I'll take an opportunity.
If I can get the 23 seconds, sure.
I'm on the clock here.
Jake says I'm a big CMC doubter, but at the 106, have to take that upside. I mean, I would agree as well. At the 106, I'm probably taking CMC there. I don't disagree. AT says I think Foreman's going to eat into the goal line touches and rushing attempts. I could see that happening. Cason says I had CMC in 2020 redraft. He only played 3 games. I think you talked about this, but I wanted to highlight that comment because I had in 2020, it was the first time in my home league I had the #1 overall pick. I drafted CMC. Screwed me. And then the next year, I got the #1 pick again. Drafted CMC. Screwed me again. So I have a very rough relationship with CMC.
Oh, no. I wanted to open my rankings and I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. Michael Pittman or Deontay. To have Deontay above him 1 spot. But I'm okay. Still.
YARB says I really feel like Saquon bounces back this year.
Yeah.
I think he's got a great chance to. Let's just see if he can stay healthy. They didn't really bring anyone to compete with touches, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people are questioning Matt Breida and everyone and what's going to happen over there, but I don't see how anyone behind him can really take touches away from him. You know, he is a pass catching back and he's everything. He is all of it.
He's everything.
But can he stay healthy? Yeah, I know.
He is God.
As a Saquon believer. Please. Okay.
He's everything to me.
Oh, man. What to do. It's tough because, you know, I'm trying to do like a late RB strategy here. But when I look at the wide receivers, I'm not in love. And I feel like if I were to take a wide receiver here, I feel like I'm kind of reaching.
I get it. 7 says, please tell me Brees doesn't go this high on the regular. I ain't paying that. I would say, so that, I just looked, that makes him running back 18. I have him running back 19, so I'm not highly against this move. But I can understand the concern there. Cam Akers is a pick there.
Yeah, I don't love it.
Cameron,
I really do not like it.
welcome to the squad, Cameron.
Welcome to the squad.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to see Breece Hall go around here in real drafts. John says Jets have said that Breece is RB1, so yeah, he probably does go high, if not higher. Jake says Breece is going to break top 15. Yeah, look, I mean, I've been pretty vocal about saying that I think he's going to get a pretty big workload. I don't think Michael Carter is going to impact him, and especially in like the goal line scenario, there's no way you're going to put Michael Carter in over Breece, who, you know, set records for touchdowns last year. Okay, what do I do
Kyle
here?
Pitts on the board. I should have took Kyle Pitts. Damn. Right now, it feels more comfortable to be in the front end of the board than the back. If you are going to do a wide receiver heavy strap, and maybe McBust, I kind of see where you were at. I kind of see where you were at. Maybe taking Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, because that's a big gap from Waddle to then Pittman and Deontay potentially. Oh man, this is tough. It's a toughie.
Oh, this life is crazy. Kaysen says, last year my dad was a big hater on Joe Mixon. I took him 4th round and he finished what, RB4? Mixon, yeah, the thing with him was, man, could he stay healthy? And then the explosion in that offense was so good. That really helped Joe Mixon there. Andrew says, I traded Eckler for 2 23 firsts plus Alec Pierce and a 23 second. Then flipped a 23 first and a 23 second to Nick Chubb. Okay. Competing dynasty team with 2 23 first rounders still. I like the first move, but I don't love buying Chubb for a 23 first and a second. So I it's hard because I like the first part of that a lot. I really love the value you got for Eckler, but I really don't like buying Chubb for that price. I don't know if Badaki might see it differently to me, but I don't want to pay that much for Chubb personally.
Yeah, well, I agree. Is there I guess, you know, I'm thinking Nick Chubb, what, 28, 26? What's Lenny? Lenny's like 28, isn't he?
It's not even so much about age for me though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if that's the case, then why not try to lateral move that? You know, get a Lenny.
Send a 23 second for Lenny.
Yeah,
maybe.
you know,
maybe would it cost the first? I don't know.
Exactly. Maybe you could have got a better deal and a cheaper deal. You know, I mean, who else could he have gotten? Because you're winning.
Chubb is one of those guys who, like, as a efficiency as a running back, he is one of the best pure runners in the NFL. But unfortunately, the bad offense that he's in, and I don't think we're going to see Watson this year, and the lack of work in the air really limits him in fantasy. So, yeah, I love the first part, the Eckler part.
Yeah. If Monty stays healthy, he's going to have a great year. We definitely have a video coming out on that where I give my Monty take. Monty's a guy that I love. One thing I want to say, let's see where he went. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Sorry, 7, by the way. You know I'm going to take my boy Travie. There goes Holly.
19,
I was hoping Hollywood Brown would fall to me here.
RB20 Monty was. Which is interesting. Like, once again, I like for you guys to see this video. And yeah, I'm interested to see what you guys think, but I love Monty. That's all I gotta say. Let's wait for that video to release. Quarterbacks going here: Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Justin Herbert here. If you guys been with us for a while, you've been hearing that we don't like to take quarterbacks in the top rounds. The value that you can get maybe at the 9th or 10th round is kind of crazy there.
And you know, in most of your real drafts, you're gonna see Josh Allen as a 2nd round pick. Patrick Mahomes is a second round pick. Herbert as a early third. It always happens. We always say don't draft running backs early, or quarterbacks early, excuse me, and then you end up seeing them go off the board,
Because it kind of sometimes it hurts, Like let's look at the team. Martin, once at the 1-6, doesn't have any wide receivers. Let's see where those wide receivers fall, but he does have Justin Herbert with question marks already though. With CMC as a question mark, can he stay healthy? With Saquon as a question mark, can he stay healthy? And you taking Justin Herbert.
Upside's there.
Exactly. Upside is there. Opportunity is there. Now we go to HD with Josh Allen. Only one wide receiver, one running back, and Kyle Pitts. Who's going to be that second wide receiver? Who's going to be that second RB? You could have had a Josh Jacobs. You could have had a Zeke, a Monty, a Cam. Maybe you don't like those guys. Or you could have had a Deontay, a Michael Pittman. It depends. It's really tough to say right now. But
damn it. Allen Robinson went off the board.
I
was trying to see where he would naturally go.
I'm telling you, man. I think that's it. That's the natural. I think it's going to be the 4th or the 5th round.
I was hoping, can I get him at the 5-7? Oh, I really wanted Allen Robinson there. He would have been such a big addition to this strategy.
Yeah. Keenan says,
and there goes the other guy I was trying to rely on.
Cortland Sutton.
Well, that sucks because there's a huge.
Oh, you're on the clock here.
Difference in what I was looking for there.
Once again, I think being on the first end of the board here in a redraft feels really comfortable right now.
This is gonna be a reach, but I don't want to reach that far. I'm just gonna take Brandon Cooks. Old reliable.
Yep.
Old reliable.
Man, there goes Clyde.
Team looks so much better if it was A-Rob or Sutton there.
Adam Thielen. Okay, so let's see what I can get here.
Sorry, I keep missing Tebow's comments here in the chat. Was debating between Godwin, Robinson, and Sutton. Personally, I have Robinson as the highest of those three. Then I have Sutton, and then I have Godwin. Just because Godwin's, I just don't know how long he's gonna miss. If Godwin's healthy to start the year, Godwin is going right where Mike Evans is, but he's not, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Jake is loving that he's sniping me.
Yeah, he is.
7 says an eye for an eye.
100%.
Was
George Kittle or
Thomas
Travis Kelce? I don't know if you've seen that.
Yeah.
It's in fantasy. Not in fantasy, but in general. Who's a better player, George Kittle or Kelce?
I'd say Kelce, personally. I mean, I would say Kittle is a better blocker.
I would say Kittle is a better overall athlete.
Okay.
I think he's faster. He is the better blocker. He plays great tight end, and he's deadly. Travis Kelce is just he's just bigger. He's a bigger but less athletic. Not as fast. Not as fast as George Kittle, in my opinion. But
I don't really agree with that. But I would say Travis Kelce is a better overall tight end. But I would say that Kittle is a better blocker. But it's just an opinion.
Yeah.
Thomas says there's always one guy in every redraft taking quarterback in the first. And I love those people. I want to play with those people. It's true, though. Like, in your home leagues, right? There's always someone who's, taking Josh Allen at, the 1-6. And we need those people.
Wow. That's how I reached there, because they just yelled at me. Like, what the hell are you doing?
I don't think that's a reach. I was going to take him next anyway.
No. But when it does the wow... Because I went all the way down
to 80. Wow, are you really that dumb? Wow. Yeah. Wow, this guy's an idiot. That's basically what it's telling you.
Sorry. People sending me trades.
All right, Mooney went off the board. That's frustrating again.
I like Mooney. I was
Juju was the other guy I was going to take here. There's a chance that he could be the #1 option on this team outside of Kelsey. So I'll take him here as my wide receiver 3. I feel like that could bring back good value. You're going to say something on Mooney?
sorry. I'm just responding. Now Mooney was the guy that I thought of, and then I was like, let me just scroll down and see if Bateman's there, and I took Rashad Bateman, but I was gonna take Darnell Mooney there. I like the Juju pick. That went Drake London at the 6'4". MT and D Hop, yeah, man. And we've said this multiple times. XQC, we've been saying it, I think, for a long time. Michael Thomas is already questionable to be ready for training camp. DeAndre Hopkins. Blaze hates it as well, I'm telling you. Sorry, I just mute myself as she's barking.
I would just say D-Hop is someone I don't want to draft, to be honest. I've talked about it. Even roster flexibility. In these one quarterback leagues, you only got 6 spots really on your bench at most for most leagues. And you really want to be able to be active on the waiver wire. So D-Hop, I just don't want him taking up my bench spot for 7 weeks if you include the bye. So just someone I really want to avoid. And, on this team specifically, you kind of relying on him to be your wide receiver 2, but you're not going to have him for so long. So, just someone I don't particularly want to invest in.
Yeah, exactly. What Zach, sorry, Blaze was barking, but yeah, what Zach said, don't want to invest in him. Michael Thomas, still in question. Hasn't even been seen running routes. At least I don't think he has, and it's just not ready. If he's still not ready after nearly a year and a half, still dealing with that injury, I just don't see how he can be ready for this season.
Well, I think he'll be ready for this season, but we just don't know what that will look like. What kind of player will he look like?
Right.
We haven't seen him for over a year. Will he still be the same Michael Thomas? It's hard to say.
I hear you.
But if he isn't ready by now, I mean, yeah, what is the problem? How is it not healing properly?
And with the last minute decisions too, like that was another thing that was last year. Like Michael Thomas had the option to do the surgery, and he decided not to, which is fair, each to their own. And he was like, I want this.
Can you change it to 30 seconds when you get a chance?
Yeah, I'll do it after this pick, T, but you're gonna have 30 seconds on your next pick here. Just FYI.
Sorry, and you were saying something.
I like I said, each to their own. And I know maybe he wanted to have this injury heal naturally, and that wasn't the case, and he had to go back and get the surgery, which really hindered him. And it's just wasn't okay, I think, in my opinion. So here, let's see. 30 seconds update. Did it update?
I'm about to pull up.
There it is. I pulled a Calvin Johnson early retirement, yeah.
No one got to resurface. I've been feeling cooped up.
Lockett.
Tyler Lockett.
It's getting hard, man. It's getting hard with these Seattle wide receivers. In a redraft perspective, I don't know if I want to take the chance on them. In a dynasty perspective, you only taking the chance because you believe that they're going to be bad and they're going to hopefully get a quarterback next year,
Or just, DK's talent in general. You believe in that.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson off the board.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see who else I can think about taking here.
I want to hear some controversial takes in the chat. Tell me your most controversial take. The one that, if you were to say it, people would be upset at you for saying it. And that's pretty much what happens to us on a daily. We put up content that is slightly controversial, and people get upset. So you tell us. I want to hear them. What's one thing that you believe that is controversial? People don't like to hear. Trade just got completed in the Charlie League.
JJ Short and Spartan.
Let's have a look here. Oh, I need to make my pick. And I keep taking this player in the 7th round. I'll keep doing. That's Tony Pollard. Welcome to the squad, brother. My RB4. So it's like JJ got CMC and Terry. And Spartan got Connor, Metcalf, Myers. And a 24 first and 23 third.
Interesting. Oh, man. I'm so happy. Gabriel Davis. Shot.
Thank you, Tebow.
Thomas says Pittman is overrated right now, would not be top 20. Clyde will finish as an RB1. You love to see it. I'll take Devonta Smith here.
Yeah, let's read some of these.
Drake is going to be poop. Cooper Kupp, wide receiver 2 next year.
Okay. Oh, as in he will be a wide receiver 2. So like a wide receiver 13 to 24. Okay. That's a big one. That's definitely controversial.
Higgins will have higher points per game than Chase. I don't think I think that
is controversial, but a lot of people don't like to hear it.
Really? I feel like yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I would be like, I'm there with you, brother.
Wait, well, what you think that's going to happen?
I think
you think Higgins will have a higher points per game than
I think
Chase?
that's a possibility. I'm not saying that will happen, but I won't say that. I'm not coming in saying that with confidence. I'm coming in saying that I can actually agree with that. I can definitely see there.
You can see it happening.
Yeah,
okay.
I can see it happening for sure.
Because saying I can see it happening is very different to being like, yeah, bro, 100%. You know?
No, for sure. Yeah, I hear you.
Because I agree, I can see it happening. But
so this is where it gets tough here. Elijah Moore or the other Moore? Go with.
I love some of these takes. All right, let me read through them.
Wow. Grant returns week 4. David Bell not in the NFL in 3 years. Wow. CMC
I did not like him as a prospect. I can't lie. That's an interesting one. CMC won't make it past 6 games. I hope for his sake, but wouldn't be crazy, would it? Gabe Davis outscores Diggs. That one right there would be shocking to me. So I can see how that one's controversial.
Yeah.
Watson misses no games. Oh my God, the NFL. There would be a riot against the NFL.
I have one, and this is not a dig at you. Patrick Mahomes won't make it to another Super Bowl.
Okay. I'd be happy to bet money on that if you want.
No, I don't want to bet money. That's like years. Like the chances of you actually getting that is actually really high.
You said something so confidently.
No,
you can't just be like.
I'm not saying it confidently. I'm not saying confidently. I'm saying like, I can see that being a possibility, but it's so easy for him to go back there. But like, I think there's a chance where he doesn't.
Okay.
Once again, it's not a dig at you. It's just.
No, I know, but so people are saying things that like they wholeheartedly believe, but it's like not popular. That's why I'm saying.
Okay, so that's fair. So that's not like something that I truly believe. That's like something that like I won't be surprised if that does happen.
Right.
For Patrick Mahomes. Okay. But I definitely believe he can go back, but. Yeah, I don't know.
Gotta see it through, my boy. That's right, Keenan. Gots to see it through. When I say you got to see it through, you don't see it through.
All right, let me find one. I'm trying to think of one, genuinely.
I love Gavin's. He says Chase Claypool's a top 3 wide receiver. That's funny if you know the connection point. By the way, Gavin, we just graded your 16-team Dynasty League. Excited for you to see. I hope we gave some good options for you, some good direction. That will be out later this week. Hurts is quarterback 1 in fantasy, John Herbert says. Russell Wilson's top 8, High Dollar says. Thomas says dynasty take, but Najee Harris should not be a top 18 pick in startup. He's so old for a rookie. Jake says Breece Hall, offensive rookie of the year. ATJ says Ray Rice comeback and gets the bag. How old is Ray Rice now?
I wonder if he's
35 years old.
Is he in Sleeper's ADP?
I don't think so.
Oh wait, hold on. I'll put it in wide receivers. Can I just go all? No, he's not there. Ray Rice.
I don't imagine he would be there anymore.
That's
He's
funny.
not a wide receiver though.
No, I know. I changed it. I changed it to
okay.
running back and then all.
DJ Moore becomes a great friend of the show. Now that is a highly unlikely scenario.
Gotta believe it. You gotta back it.
Those videos where we tell people to sell players that a lot of people like, those videos are so much harder to make because we are aware that people won't like that we're saying it, you know? It's so much easier for us to make content and be like, these are the value guys that you can go get. It's so much harder to make a video to sell a player that everyone loves. It's hard, but we think it's important content to make, so what can you do? You know, not everyone's gonna like every take that we have, and that's okay. I get it. I don't like every take other people have.
Yeah, we'll see.
By the way, speaking of Zach Ertz, because I drafted him in the 8th round, I think he's like one of my favorite tight ends to target, like round 7 and beyond. I think he's gonna have such a good consistency to start the year, and then if I need to trade him, I can. I think I'm gonna take a shot on Tony here.
Oh no, okay.
Between Tony and Lazard, and I feel like there's just maybe a little more upside there with Tony.
For sure, I like Tony there.
Pretty close though. Maybe Lazard does have more upside. I don't know. Deshaun Watson breaks the massage record. That could happen. Thomas says hot takes. The Texans knew about Deshaun Watson's situation and were helping him get the masseuse. I've heard that they were helping provide hotels for him for massages.
Yeah, exactly. They were.
Which is weird. Like, don't you think if you're the owner of a team and your franchise player, you're organizing meetups in hotels with random masseuses? Yeah. That doesn't ring any bells in your head?
It definitely is very weird. Yo, Kenny G.
I like the Jahan Dotson pick. I was probably going to make him my next pick if he was still there.
Yeah, a lot of people had Tony on their queue. Okay, I made it. I had Parmesan chicken and broccoli.
Ooh, sounds like a hearty meal.
Another trade's been complete in the Charlie League. People just trade left and right here.
It's so hard for me to trade in the Charlie League because... Oh, okay, that makes sense.
What's your team looking like in the Charlie League? My Charlie League is my Charlie League is the other 2023 like future team. Like I have 6 or 5 first rounders in that one.
Yeah, my team's a futuristic team, so I can't really make too many trades.
Dawson Knox there. I feel like the team is worse than the player. Wow. So that's like a real belief. You really believe that the Texans could be the problem. I mean, I wonder what would happen if that's actually proven. Like what happens to the Texans? They won't, like they would just be fined tremendously, or like they would just be a massive investigation. Everyone gets the boot. They sell the team. Like I feel like that's how big it can get if that's actually true.
So I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say there's no way that all these quarterbacks are going to be available in the 10th round in normal redraft leagues, mock or real drafts. I think people are starting to take quarterbacks late, you know, because we keep hounding it. But I keep saying I'm going to take my quarterback in the 10th round, and I think that's just what I'll keep doing no matter what it looks like. So, I mean, I like this squad. Don't love my wide receiver 2 and 3, but I think there's upside and consistency there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say just so everyone has the right expectations in your home leagues, I wouldn't expect all of these quarterbacks to be here.
Yeah, you could definitely gauge it, you know, like you can see here before he took that quarterback, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 teams, half of the board has a quarterback. And
it'll be more for sure.
Yeah. Now everyone has FOMO and trading.
I always have FOMO when a trade goes through and it's not mine. Like, damn.
Yeah, for me it's tough with trading in that league. I have such a good team. I have Cordell Patterson. You like Cordell Patterson? That's honestly the only person I have that.
I'm not a win now team in that league.
Oh, you're not a win now team.
I don't want Cordell.
Yeah, right.
I'm so glad that I drafted Mitch Trubisky with Kenny Pickett, though.
No, for sure. I really like my team.
However, I will say, like, quarterback-wise, I do expect guys like Aaron Rodgers, Trey Lance, Derek Carr, probably Dak, Kirk, like all those guys, I do fully expect them to be available in the 10th round. I think guys like Burrow, the hype on Burrow is so high in redraft. Jalen Hurts will go earlier. Dak maybe. So I do expect those other guys, though, to be there in the 10th round. I just started watching something called Death, Love, and Robots.
Yeah, boys been raving about it. I haven't watched it yet.
I am so confused what the premise is so far. I'm 2 episodes in, and I'm like,
I think it's,
what is going on?
I think every episode is different. I don't know like the name of it.
Yeah,
but it's like a Black Mirror. Like, you know, Black Mirror.
Okay, right.
Every episode.
That's the kind of vibe I was getting, but I was just like so confused. The first one was all about these robots. It was pretty funny. The second one was like this spider girl was in this. It was so weird. Anyway.
Come on.
Yeah. Sounds good. Yeah. There's some really good quarterbacks out there too.
Yeah. White, Jalen Tolbert's off the board. Lazard went pretty late. Makes sense though. Gator says in redraft, how do you best figure out when to draft the rookies? I think it just depends, like who's on the board, you know, and more importantly, how confident do you feel in that rookie's ability to get work year one?
Yeah.
You know, guys like Olave, London, Burks, I feel like have a great chance to get good work year one. Jameson, I don't know what to expect year one. We've talked about that.
Yeah. Also, yeah, it really depends on what you think. You know, it's just
round 12 is the last round here.
Yeah, I tend not to draft rookies too much, like often. Like I do have one rookie here, and that's Sky Moore, but that's because I see a clear pathway for him to get work.
Yeah, pathway is important.
And I think he, as much as I love Elijah Moore, I think he has a better chance of finishing higher now than Elijah Moore, and it's hard for me to say because I love Elijah Moore.
Sorry, just clarify on that because you said Elijah Moore both times.
Sorry, Sky Moore. I see Sky Moore having an easier and better pathway, especially being with Patrick Mahomes in this offense, where Elijah Moore, you know, it's Zach Wilson. We believe in him, like Patrick Mahomes is proven. I'll take Dak Prescott here. It's just a proven guy, proven quarterback, a proven offense, proven head coach. That's what I think about rookies. When I'm trying to draft him, and like who else is on the board, you know. Brother Cole, Tim Patrick. Again, last round here, guys.
Love the Trey Lance pick.
Trigger Trey. Let me see what else I can get here. Maybe I'll just get another quarterback. Get a high upside guy potentially. No, let's just go Aaron Rodgers. Trade him out to somebody because one of these quarterbacks usually gets hurt. Lamar goes down. Jalen Hurts goes down. Tom Brady gives us the Ooga Dooks and says, you know what? I'm actually just going to retire now.
I've talked about that before personally. I don't feel like quarterbacks, especially in modern day NFL, they get so protected.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to go Devontae Parker here. I probably wouldn't draft him this high in a real draft. but it's my last pick. I think he could be the wide receiver 1 there. So I'll take him here. My wide receiver 5. Yeah. Gator says, what do you think of the Pierce as my running back 4?
Pierce is RB4.
I think it's... Where did Marlon Mack go? He went at the 11, 12. Hard to know if Mack or Pierce is going to be more valuable year 1. I think Pierce will
I think Pierce
outplay
will
Mack.
guy.
I guess it's a risk reward with that pick, you know?
Yeah. That's not bad, though. I mean, who...
Would you rather have Dameon Pierce or Ronald Jones in redraft? That's a hard one, isn't it?
I think I would go Pierce. I think the pathway for Pierce is clearer than Ronald Jones, especially now re-signing Jarrett McKinnon there. Having Clyde still as a pass catching back, at least the thought process, that's what's going to happen. You know, like,
yeah.
So where I feel like it's just Pierce and Marlon Mack, or Pierce, Marlon Mack, and Rex. I don't know.
Yeah, I have them back to back in my rankings. I currently have Ronald Jones 1 spot higher. I just think I'd rather have the guy attached to that running back. If both are in a committee, and you know what I mean, or I'd rather have a guy attached to that offense, like the Chiefs' offense. So, and wouldn't surprise me if Ronald Jones gets more goal line work than Clyde.
For sure.
So
for sure, I hear you. It's hard. Like, I think we will have a better understanding getting closer to the season. This is why we try to do our actual drafts a week or 2 before, because you hear those reports. You'll feel confident Dameon Pierce is going to be our lead back. You know, you're going to hear that in training camp, or at least you hope to hear it. Just like anyone else that's going to be competing. We gotta wait and see what that looks like, but I don't mind it.
Yep.
Some final questions here. Terrell Williams is RB2 this season. Connor's gonna go down. Yep. I can hear you.
That's a prediction, I guess. Yeah.
Didn't auto draft gain well for me, or didn't auto draft gain well, right? Oh well. All love, y'all. This is it.
Shout out to everybody. I think this is the highest amount of likes we've had on a redraft stream.
Maybe.
So huge love for supporting us, for hanging out. If you're on the Dynasty stream here, whatever the case may be, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for having conversations. Yeah,
it's all love, man. Thank you guys so much. Last question here. You think my roster has too much risk, or does it have enough safety built into it? I would say too much risk. Tyler Lockett, Woods, Godwin, James Conner are all risk, in my opinion. Even Kareem Hunt, you don't even know what's going to happen there. Everyone here is a risk. It is a redraft, though, but that's just a thought process. But yeah, that's us. That's all I'm Blaze. All love. Appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment our channels. We appreciate y'all. All love, y'all.
Huge love, guys.